manager for the athletics department. This is kind of his hub. You can't see it all because it's sectioned off, but right now we're utilizing the space for the press conference area tomorrow for the Acro Tumbling National Championships. So, you know, working at a facility, you realize is you never really have enough space, and you always have to get creative with the space that you have. And especially when you have different departments within a facility, you really want to build and establish those relationships with them early on, and you want to be able to help them out because they'll be able to help you out. So this was kind of a compromise that we came up with the athletics department to be able to find a place to put the press conference area, because we don't have a standard room for that, just due with the capabilities of this building that's set up. I know if you went to a Pac-12 school, you might have a designated press conference area room, but we have to kind of get creative.
Randy, how many departments use the facility?
So we have, as far as departments, we have the athletic department, we have event services, we have IMT, we have dining services, and then we have advancement. So so we have 5 different departments all utilizing the space. And within these 5 different departments, they are all going through event services to schedule time to utilize this place, because you got to think about maintenance that might go on with dining services. You know, they need to do maintenance, with the concession areas. We have facilities that wants to do lighting infrastructure in the Hall of Champions. The IMT wants to get on the floor to test their trusses and their speakers. Athletics wants to make sure that they are catering to men's and women's basketball, acro and tumbling, volleyball, cheer, making sure they get all their allotted practice time on the court that is in line with the NCAA and their policies and procedures. So pretty much out of a calendar year, there is always something going on in the arena. Someone always has scheduled a space for it. 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, there will be something booked in the arena, whether that's internal or an external group.
And do you have
You go ahead.
Do you have like a priority list of who gets to book the facility first? Does it go to like athletic teams first, or?
Yeah, we definitely want to take care of our athletic department, and specifically since this is kind of the home field advantage and their facilities, so we always look to take care of athletic department first, and then we also outside of athletics we look at any internal department. So after athletics, obviously we'll take care of ourselves, event services, based on the type of internal or external groups we want to come in the building, and then we take care of IMT and the dining services. So our biggest priority is looking at the fall and the spring schedule for all athletics and getting that into our calendar and making sure that our booking coordinator puts all of the athletic schedules in there. And once we have that in place, then we work out and we reach out to other departments on facilitating when they can get in the building.
How far in advance do you guys book something in the calendar before? Say like practice going on out there right now. How far along is that?
That's a great question. We, when we're working with the athletics department, we try to schedule about a year to a year and a half out. So, when you're scheduling about a year to year and a half out, your calendar, for the most part, with your returning clients in the athletics department, is about 70% to 80% already filled. So that's kind of, it's a blessing, but it's also a curse in the same point, because if you kind of have that creative edge and energy and you want to bring in new business opportunities and new clients, and you want to have events that have never happened in here, it's harder to do that because your time and your space and your dates and your weekends are limited. So that's the thing that we're battling with all the time, is trying to find enough time to get to get every department their time that they need. So.
And then your support staff, Randy, who do you have working under you, and how many?
Yeah, so with our department, with the event services, since we touch so many different parts of campus, I have 6 full-time staff employees that are under me, and then 6 full-time employees, including myself, report to our director of event services. But we have 6 full-time staff, and then we have about, right now, 52 student workers in our workers pool.
Are they paid?
They are paid, yeah.
Okay. Part-timers.
So, part-timers, and they are student workers, obviously APU students.
Cool.
So it pretty much at all times, we will have about 50 student workers in our worker pool. Some of those students get 25 to 30 hours a week, some might only get 5, some might get 10. It just fluctuates on what we have going on in the building.
That is just within the events department, right?
Yeah, just within the events department. Yeah. So I mean, that's the nice thing with event services. We don't have to worry about scheduling for athletics or dining services or IMT. It's just event services. If you guys want to peek behind you here, this is just the we have